sure that you have a way harder time getting through life than the average person, Ari. I don't know why anybody would listen to this. I know I won't.
Ari, your advice single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to
Unlicensed
therapy with Ari Mannis.
I should go by it at the latest, like 7:15.
We'll see. Maybe.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
You don't respect hard outs.
I don't respect hard outs. I'm priority. I'm way more important than some indie show in some city I've never heard of. What'd you say? Toluca Lake?
Glendale, yeah.
Let me put it to you this way. There's going to be how many people at the show in Glendale? 40? Maybe?
I'd be stoked.
20.
40. Yeah,
20 to 40? Let's say 20?
Optimistic 20.
On the low end, this is going to get over 1,000 people.
Really?
Watching it.
Okay.
Get your priorities straight,
big.
dude. And
It's
this will be on the
theater.
internet forever. It'll can only continue to build.
Really
If
exciting.
I were to gain any success or major failures, it would get more views.
Yeah, it's
and
attributed
vice
to me.
versa.
My
on your
mom
end.
my mom will see this.
Will she actually? She
She-
Googles your name or
all
why?
the time. Yeah, all the time.
Does she actually?
Mm-hmm.
She might not. It might not come up on Google.
No, she'll find it.
I don't know.
It'll be on Spotify.
It does go to Spotify.
She'll find it.
I actually wanted. It's funny you bring up your mom.
Are we going? Has it begun?
We're recording. Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny you brought up your mother.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ask you something about her.
Okay.
Would you be willing to call your parents
Uh-huh.
and come out of the closet to them for just a little segment on the pod?
Here's the problem with that is my parents have been trying to get me to come out of the closet for a long time.
So I want you to call them, put the phone up to the mic.
I can't do that.
And just come out. Why?
No, I'm freaking out. I
Why?
can't.
Why can't you do that?
Because that's so... because they already suspect me of being gay.
Yeah, so it'll be an easy sell.
And then I have to, I think like low key they want me to be gay, so I'd have to disappoint them afterwards.
They don't want. No one wants their kids to be gay.
I think mine do.
promise they don't.
I think mine do.
I don't care if they're from NorCal.
If you have three straight
don't.
sons, you want one to be gay, if not a daughter.
That's simply not true.
I'm not gonna do it. Does that make me
Would
weak?
you call your siblings and do it to any of your siblings?
Oh man, has anyone done this before?
We do it every episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's done this before?
Who has easier question is who hasn't, and I can't think of anybody. You're gonna be the first person to cop out of this,
dude. It's crazy to drive like 30 minutes to do a prank call on your own family.
It is just part of the pod. It just opens up the pod
every single time. This is what you do.
You call a relative. Typically, it's the mom, but we've done dad.
How does it go
siblings.
usually?
You'd come out to them. Sometimes they believe it. Sometimes they don't believe it.
Yeah.
And then when it's over, you give it a minute, and then you go, "I'm just kidding. You're on a podcast. I'm not gay.
Man.
I'm straight still. I have a girlfriend."
All right, my mom would probably be into this, being on a podcast.
It's amazing. See? It's going to be a bonding experience.
Oh, dude, I'm already so scared.
It's going to be so good.
See, this sucks because it's a lose-lose for me.
Why is it a lose?
Because if I say yes, I do something I don't want to do. That's an L. And if I say no...
But why don't you want to do it? Let's start there.
It's just like, it would be like an emotional thing for my mom.
You could do it to a sibling. You could do it to your dad. Doesn't need to be your mom. I just like your mom. She's hot.
She's not.
I think she's a beautiful woman.
Don't.
What about, would you come out to them as...
Oh, it's so heavy to do it.
Why is that heavy?
Everyone's done that? Give me a couple names.
Okay, people that you would know: Matt Lockwood, Bruce Gray, Steph Tolev, Ian Edwards.
All right, I'll call my mom. I'll do it.
All right. You want to do it on my phone or you could do it on your phone?
I guess
but whichever. Probably makes more sense on your phone.
If she probably won't pick up.
Why?
Just knowing my mom. Well,
if she loves you, she'll pick up.
It's 5:45. If she might pick up.
This is gonna be great. This is gonna be so good.
I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah.
I'm bummed, not pumped. All right.
I'm excited.
Do I go speakerphone?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh God, dude, I really don't want to do this.
Why?
This is crazy that you do that.
It's so good.
I think at this point she's not picking up.
She'll call back maybe
I
part
could
way
not.
through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
No one could
I
do it.
could not be more excited. Oh,
It's exciting, huh?
This is so.
Now that it's happening, you're like, this.
Oh, thank God. Now that it's over.
Leave it on the table in case she calls.
Okay.
This bit's to be
I'll
continued.
do not disturb off.
Yeah, perfect.
All right.
Do you think I should make a drag account?
Hold on. I'm going to go sound on phone. I don't want to see my phone. I can't see
Okay.
it. I need a break.
Do you think I should make an Instagram drag account, like a separate account?
Like of you in drag?
Yeah, just a bunch of different photos of me in drag.
What are your intentions?
Just kind of a separate account just for, because I don't want to do too many things on my account. I already do like comedy, podcasts, family photos.
So you want one that would be strictly your drag?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I would put it on main if I were you. That's fun.
You put it on the main?
I'd put it on main.
What if I do a separate account but post stories from the second account to the main?
Like you tag your main?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I guess that's okay. But I think main, I don't see why not just do main.
Yeah.
do
I
main.
just feel like I don't want to bring people in too many directions. Like,
Have-
look at me. I'm a comedian. I'm an athlete. I'm a drag. I'm a everything.
Yeah.
It's
Have
like,
you
how many
dressed up in
things?
drag before?
No, but I've been thinking about doing it to make a drag account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
You're down?
I'll do it with you.
You'd wear drag too?
I would do that. I'd rather do that than call my mom and say I'm gay.
Well, it's not one or the other. They go hand in hand.
Yeah, I'd rather do a kind of gay thing.
Yeah, I just think if I had a drag account, it might just take shit to another level,
Yeah, you do a lot of shit that's kind of over the top already. I feel
I've never
like
done anything over the top.
your whole personality is over the top.
I don't agree. I
this
think I'm a pretty
segues-
subtle guy.
segues into what I wanted to talk about coming in here.
Oh, we can switch to what you want to talk about. Before we do,
Okay.
Just to go further along with this drag account,
Yeah.
do you think that if I had a drag account, it would get me more women or less?
I don't think it would have an effect.
Do you think I would be able to get the same amount of women or dating? My dating pool wouldn't change. Just the girl that would go on a date with me before sees I have a drag account and is just like,
Yeah,
cool.
I don't think anyone is like pumped on that or like turned on, but I don't
But
think
you
you
don't
would
think anyone
lose.
turned away.
No, not in California.
Really?
If you were in like the South, yeah, that would be kind of a deal breaker for some people.
I
for
think
sure.
overall it would get me less, but the ones that would continue to see me are like ride or dies,
they're down.
What did you say you had something you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, we could talk. We can go there. Well, I just we shared a gig this weekend.
Oh, the Annie Letterman gig?
The Annie Letterman gig.
Yeah.
We hosted.
Yes, I hosted Friday.
Yeah.
You hosted Saturday, right?
How'd it go?
Good overall, but there wasn't. Did you hear about the incident?
I heard about the incident.
Did you hear about it from the staff or from Annie?
I heard about it online.
Really?
Yeah, there's a Yelp review.
Seriously?
I got it for you right here.
Oh my God! Yes, I didn't know. Please read this. Did you? So the staff talked about it. Then.
I did. Right. I heard from.
Oh, do I have to apologize to Cyrus?
No, I don't think you have to apologize to anybody. Maybe
It's so funny. I talked about this I did a belly room set last night.
Yeah.
And I talked about this the entire
Really?
time, and it was awesome.
Okay, we'll hear the review first because
Yeah.
it's pretty vague, and then we'll hear your story.
Did they say my name in it?
No, I wish.
Sweet.
I wish. Okay, Olive Daniels, 1 star.
That's her name?
That's her name.
That's
yeah.
okay, big titty bitch.
Yeah. That's foreshadowing. And
Yeah.
Okay, the opening comedian was so bad, it was hard to enjoy the rest of the show.
She left during my set, didn't watch the rest of the show.
Yeah, right. That's
just to
I
be
find
clear.
that interesting too.
Yeah.
He had it was impossible to enjoy the rest of the show because she wasn't at the rest of the show. The opening comedian was so bad it was hard to enjoy the rest of the show. He had the humor of a 12-year-old boy who just learned that saying offensive stuff gets a reaction. So
true.
disappointing.
That was the whole thing?
Yeah. I actually want to heart that.
That was the whole review?
Yeah.
Dang, she didn't even
I know, she didn't go into the details. I heard the details.
That could have been might not have even been her. That could have been a different person talking about it. She didn't mention what night it was, who it was.
Yeah.
That could be anybody because how many offensive comedians are there that go first?
It was left the night of the show.
Makes sense.
I think it was her.
And it was Yelp, not Google?
Google reviews.
Oh, Google reviews. That's what I was
So let's hear what happened.
I'll tell you my side of the story, but what's their overall Google rating, just out of curiosity?
I think it's actually pretty good. I think it's pretty good.
Do you think that one review is going to stop me from getting booked?
No. Even the staff, because I did talk about it with the staff, and they didn't really care.
Did they say? Like,
wait, there's another one. There's another one
about me.
Yes. So
there's two now.
There's two.
From a different person.
This is from a different person. This is from a different person. Horrible experience. Within the first 5 minutes of the show, the host sexually harassed a woman in the audience and then told her to take it as a compliment. He was painfully unfunny and his set was terrible. Definitely would avoid this venue.
Wow, that you think?
Wait, another one. There's another one.
Bad opener. Rude staff. Rude staff too.
You got 3.
This is a record. But do you think let me ask you this. Do you think they were together or do you think they were separate?
Oh, man, that is so funny. I wish you could see the exact time because then that would make it feel like it was more
it was definitely
coordinated.
Me.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess they were yesterday, so maybe they could have been you too.
Oh, my God. No, it was not me.
No, I know.
I was getting rave reviews.
Okay, so I don't think it's ever happened to me before, but I have seen this happen to other comedians.
Dude, you got three
Now,
Google reviews.
Before I
That's
tell
not even
my
Yelp.
side of the story.
We got to look Yelp too.
Yeah, Yelps are harder to get. Before I tell you my side of the story, do you think that these people were like in the same party, or do you think it was like 3 different people in the crowd?
From what I heard, only one woman left.
Right, so you think separate?
I think 2 from the same party, 1 separate.
1 separate, okay.
Yeah.
Mac Phillips, Justin Time, and Olive Daniels.
Yeah, I think Olive Daniels was the one who you harassed.
Words. I would assume you are correct. Did she say harassed? No, she didn't. That was Justin
Time.
Justin Time said I sexually harassed a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know if that goes as far as sexual harass. I would call that like.
Well, what happened? Let's just hear the story.
Maybe?
Let's just hear the story.
So I'm hosting. I'm doing 10 minutes up top.
Okay.
You've been in the Irvine Improv.
Yeah.
It's a big room.
It's hard.
It can be hard.
I've pretty much only ever hosted there, and it's always sucked.
And by the way, I would say I'm very open when I have bad sets. When I have a bad set, I go off. I go, that wasn't good.
Yeah.
I bombed.
Mm-hmm.
I am not the type. There are plenty of comedians that don't know when they bomb.
Yeah.
Or don't admit when they bomb.
Sure.
I'm not one of those. I will say to the booker when they say good set, I'll go, that was a bad set.
Yeah.
I bombed.
Yeah.
I will hurt myself by telling people. I will say to the headliner who booked me, when they say thanks for doing it, I go, thank you, sorry for bombing.
Yeah, you're not delusional.
I am not delusional.
Okay.
I did fine. Both shows, I did totally fine.
Yeah.
The crowd liked me. I didn't kill.
Yeah.
But I hosted
really
and
hard.
I did fine.
As a host, it's hard to kill as a host in general, but
I did
it's
as
really
good
hard.
as the other comedians on the show.
Sure.
I will say that, and I watched the whole show. So the first show goes by, it goes fine, and then we have the second show of the night. And I'm up there, and I'm just, I'm loose. I'm doing 10 minutes hosting. Yeah. I'm doing some jokes. I'm talking to the crowd. I'm calling out the gays, calling out the people, talking to people, asking how much money they make. Kind of getting into it. There's a girl sitting in the front.
Yeah. Front center? What are we talking?
Front a little to the right of the center, but basically front and center.
Yeah.
Not like dead center, but front row.
Okay.
Middle of the crowd. And across from her, I believe is her friend. It's like a girl. And they are not laughing at all. Like they are stone-faced. Both of them are stone-faced where I'm like, are they in a fight? Do they just hate me? What's going on with these 2 chicks?
Yeah.
One of the chicks has the one, Olive, I believe.
Olive Daniels. Call in.
Has the, what are the makeup things here on the side called?
Foxtails or fox wings. Eye wings.
Eye wings. Whatever those are called.
Yeah.
Not sure why anyone does this.
I think
but she
cute.
had, okay, there you go. She had giant ones.
Okay, don't love giant.
Like, normally they're like a little tiny little
line.
Yeah, like a tadpole tail.
Yeah.
This is like almost as wide as her eyes going out.
Yeah.
Looks bad. And this woman, not to be, I feel bad saying this, but she left me a bad review, so I'll go into it.
Yeah, you can leave her a bad review.
She was very heavy.
Oh, she was?
Not very heavy. I want to be honest here. She wasn't very heavy, but she was heavy. Heavy to the point
Would you say curvy?
A little past curvy.
Okay.
And heavy to the point where she had giant boobs.
Okay.
I mean, giant. Like, and not only were they giant, she knows they're giant because, well, she knows they're giant because of her bra size, but also she's wearing a low cut.
Right. They're out and about. They're making an appearance.
They are out.
They're doing a guest spot.
They are. She is not wearing this kind of outfit. She is wearing a fabric that is meant to show off the bosoms.
Yeah.
And I said to her, "Hey, nice tits."
Did you? The way I heard it is that it was the first thing out of your mouth.
Definitely not. Okay. That is simply not true. This was halfway through the set.
Okay.
So I said, "Hey, nice tits." And
are you doing crowd work at this point, or do you just?
I'm kind of going in and out.
Okay.
I'm like doing jokes, crowd work. So this is like halfway through, and I said, "Hey, nice tits." By the way, didn't bomb.
Yeah.
Even though that's not a funny joke.
Right, but it wasn't like.
But like the crowd laughed.
Okay.
They liked it that I called out her big bosoms that were hanging out there.
Yeah.
And also let the record show, just to be clear, I was not advancing. I wasn't like, nice tits, can I get your number?
Yeah.
Nice tits, can I suck on them? I am not attracted to this woman. And if she said, "I'm so glad you liked my boobs.
Yeah.
Please motorboat them," I would say, "No, thank you. I was just being a goof. I was just being a."
It's my understanding she did not say that.
She certainly did.
What is okay?
So what happens is, so she just remained completely silent.
Okay, was she like talking before then or laughing before then?
No. Remember, her and her friend were both
just not
solemn the entire time.
Okay. They already didn't like
whether
you.
it was me or their night.
Yeah,
that I don't know.
Yeah.
And I go, "Hey, I was being nice." I didn't say.
You said that?
Yeah, I said because everyone laughed.
Could feel
everyone laughed, and I could tell she hit it. And I go, "Hey, I was just being silly and nice. I could have said like, you have horrible tits."
Oh man.
And I didn't.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
I'm a comedian, and you're at a comedy show.
This is brutal. Did you record it?
No.
Oh,
and I was like, I'm a
record
comedian. You're sitting in the front row of a comedy show, and your tits are out. And I said, "Nice tits."
They
Maybe
emailed
don't
you-
look at me like you want to kill me.
Did they email you your set?
No, but I did write down my email,
We
so
will
maybe
get
he
it.
will. Maybe
we
we
will
will.
get it. You could play it right here.
Yes. Maybe they won't actually. Maybe the manager's like, "Hey, don't send them."
I think they will. I think they'll send it.
So I said something like that. I said something like, I was being nice.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the other review alluded to. And then
she got up, right?
so no, she the rest of my set, I have a 10-minute set, there's 5 minutes in. She sits there like this.
Like she's covering her
She puts
tits?
her hands over her shirt. Which made me feel bad, but
Yeah.
I'm also like, dude, grow up. You're at the Irvine Improv on a Friday night at the late show, and your tits are out, and you're in the front row, and all I said was nice tits. Like, I get it. I'm kind of like a construction worker catcalling, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm actually not that.
Yeah.
And so she's covering him up, and then as I'm bringing up the next comedian, I won't involve him or get his name in the story. She gets up and she leaves.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm like, oh, maybe
Wait,
she's coming
as you're about
back.
to intro Josh.
She basically was waiting for her moment to leave.
Oh my god.
So she leaves.
Would her friends stay?
Her friend stayed, which makes me think that they were in a fight or something.
Yeah.
And then, and then I was thinking, oh, maybe she's going to like change her outfit or maybe she moved to the back or whatever. No, she left.
Yeah.
We found out she left the show.
Yeah.
So she said the whole show sucked. Really, she just thought I sucked. She might have loved the next two comedians. I doubt she would because they're not any less in your kind of, they have a similar sense of humor.
You guys are all filthy.
Yeah, we're all can be a little filthy.
Yes.
So that's the story. And then
she apparently cried in the back. That's what I heard.
That's good to
From
know.
the sound guy, yeah. And he was there, she was requesting a refund. I think she got a refund.
It's funny because I went and asked. So when I was getting paid for the night, I said, hey, sorry about that person.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, it's totally fine.
Yeah, I don't think they really cared. I don't think anyone cared. Everyone's going to be on your side in that situation. But
not the GM who has to read those reviews.
no, she talked about it too. She seemed whatever about it. I don't think anyone's going to take that review.
I've been there for
seriously.
years. I hope they give me another chance.
You'll be back.
Yeah.
You'll be back.
It's funny though because I hadn't been there in a year. I just was like unavailable. So it was my first time there.
Oh, really?
In a while.
Would you do it again? Nice tits.
I did it. I did it literally last night. I told the crowd about it, and I was like, and I just need to shake the rust off, overcome my fears. And I pointed at some dude's mom, and I was like, your mom has nice tits, man. And I was literally did my whole set on it last night. It was so great.
Funny. All right. Well, I can't say I'm on your side on this. I'm definitely not on all of Daniel's side.
You're not on her side or my side?
I'm
you
not
got
on
to pick
either
one side.
I'm not on either of your side.
How can you not be on anyone's side?
I think you're both in the wrong.
How is she in the wrong?
For leaving, I think, and leaving a review, and I think you're in the wrong
For complimenting her bosoms?
as a host, I think.
For complimenting someone's bosom?
Yeah, I think so.
See, I think people should learn to take compliments. I think
The tits is a hard one. You're also not saying like, wow, you have immaculate breasts. You're going, nice tits.
Yeah, but I could have said, hey, you have gross fatty tits, and I didn't say that.
Well, is that what you felt?
In actuality,
I think you're fat phobic.
I am, yeah.
Why are you fat phobic?
I'm not, just my penis is. I'm just not into her. But
sexually,
no, she did have large tits. That's why I said nice tits.
Yeah.
They were out and about.
Yeah.
I thought she wanted them commented on. They were out and about so bad.
Interesting.
This is kind of the argument of like, she shouldn't wear a skirt
Yeah,
that short. But it's not. That's the thing. It's not that. People need to learn to separate these things.
Yeah.
Someone's like, where do you draw the line? This is where you draw the line.
Yeah,
here.
You know, at the end of the day, it wasn't your intention to make her sad.
I actually felt bad, and I
Yeah.
apologized to her friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, hey, I'm sorry for
After the
offending
show you
her.
did?
No, right as I was bringing up
Oh.
the next comedian, I said, hey, I was just goofing around
Oh,
up here, and
shit.
I said sorry to the girl.
Did she accept your apology?
No, she was dead silent.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
Ari-
But I think I got a new bit out of it.
Yeah, I'd be excited to
So
hear
it
you
was
talk about
definitely worth
it.
it.
It's worth it if you got a new bit.
Yeah, and
about
I
it.
think I did.
Yeah.
And hopefully it teaches that girl a lesson.
To not have tits.
I would say the lesson is if it offends you that much when someone says nice tits at a comedy show and you're sitting in the front row with your tits hanging out,
Yeah.
then either A, don't have your tits hanging out like that,
Yeah.
or B, lighten up a little bit.
I see. I don't know. I don't think anybody would be too stoked on
I don't know. Like, it's kind of like the argument when girls get catcalled and they go like, I should be allowed to walk around wearing whatever I want. Yes, you should be allowed. But when you wear whatever you want, where you wear a see-through thing,
Yeah.
and then you get catcalled, you shouldn't be shocked that happened. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not saying you can't wear.
I can't stand behind this, Ari. I cannot stand behind
So you
this.
don't think, all I'm saying, I've
never catcalled a woman
neither
in
have
my
I.
life.
Neither have I. But I'm saying, if a woman is wearing scampy clothing, what's the word we should use? What's the politically correct word?
Revealing.
If a woman is walking around wearing revealing clothing, it would be naive of her to think, hey, I'm going to do this and nothing is going to happen. No one's going to comment on it. No one's going to look at me. It's like if a girl wears that and then a guy's looking and she goes, what are you looking at? Why are you putting them in my face? And I get it. This isn't the argument of 2024. This isn't the argument of our age, but this is the truth. This is the truth that people need to accept, and this is why Biden is dropping out of the race.
Oh, God.
I was going to ask you about that.
You want to know my opinion?
Well, Biden, so this happened today, I believe this morning.
Uh-huh.
Biden has announced that he is dropping out of the running. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing?
Yeah, I wanted it to happen.
You did. Okay. Yeah, I think most people did.
Well, I think that if Trump was successfully assassinated, it would have been worse for the country than if Biden was successfully assassinated.
Because you think the Trump supporters are more violent?
I think that they would have just rallied behind whoever replaced him, and whoever replaced him would be like kind of extreme too.
I think that's a big what if. Like, who knows?
But I'm glad Biden dropped out, and I don't really think Kamala Harris can really do it either. But
I was going to ask, do you think Kamala Harris will be the person who they pick, and do you think that she will beat Trump?
I think they will pick her, and I kind of don't think she'll beat Trump.
I think they will pick her too, and I hope she doesn't beat Trump, but I don't know. I think she could beat him. Like, I think, Trump's already lost before, and people in general don't want him, but we also don't really love women in this country as noted. I don't think her being a woman is the issue. I think she's very dumb and unlikable. That being said, I thought Biden was dumb and unlikable, and he got picked.
Yeah.
So even though I think when I listen to her, it's like nails on a chalkboard, truly. When I listen to her speak.
It's rough.
But
nice
I still think, I still think she could Who knows? She could win. People are in this country.
I mean, I'd be stoked
Trump.
if she did. I really would rather not have Trump again.
Oh, I want him to win so bad.
Really, just for the chaos of it?
I like the chaos. I also agree with most of the things he says. I think he's super funny too, and I gotta pick comedian.
He is fun. I can't pick a comedian.
He's so funny, and he's so much smarter than Kamala and Biden. Your mom didn't call?
No, I'm not bringing her into this.
Oh, you have to. What profession? What profession do you think gets the most women?
I think comic is up there for sure.
Really? I don't agree, but continue.
I think successful musician is probably up there.
Oh yeah, definitely agree there.
I think I think I bet I would be willing to bet fireman is pretty far up there.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And I think like any kind of like outdoor that shows some athleticism, so like scuba or like
scuba instructors,
something like that. Yeah, famously get a lot of pussy.
They famously do.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
it wasn't famous to me. What about you? Left out athletes.
Oh yeah. Athlete is probably number one. Football player, basketball player is probably number one.
I was gonna say probably, and I would say NBA players and rock stars to me would be a handsome rock star.
Yeah,
would be up there. As a comedian, I would say not comedians.
Comedians, dude,
do like.
I think it's the best way.
Nothing.
It's the best way to get laid if you're not like conventionally attractive.
I think if you like fat alcoholic chicks, comedians,
then it's big. Are you one who tries to get laid at their shows?
Mm-mm.
You're not like that?
Well, my shows are all men. All my supporters are men.
Okay.
Yeah, for 90%. I mean,
but what if you're like on a showcase show?
No. I mean, I'd say just overall comedy as a whole is, from my perspective, there's not a lot of single attractive ladies going to comedy shows. I'm pretty picky. So I'm not going to say it's never picky, happened. Yeah, I'm not going to say I've never gotten
Why are you so picky?
I don't know. I think I just believe in myself and hold myself to a high standard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you dating anybody at the moment?
No, I'm 2 months single.
But you've been having like sexuals with people?
No, I've gone on a couple dates, but there's no one. I don't have a roster going. I don't have.
Can I see the women you've gone on dates with to see if they like line up with like what I think your standards are?
Sure. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you after the pod.
After the pod?
It won't make a good podcast.
It wouldn't make a good podcast.
But I would definitely show you. Oh, do you think the assassination attempt was staged?
No. Do you?
I wouldn't rule it out. I don't think it. I'm not saying I think it is.
I don't think it is.
But I don't think it isn't either.
When you say staged, like who's staging it?
Or set up. Do you think it was a random act from a crazy person, or do you think anyone could have planned? Yeah. There's bigger pockets.
I think it was the perfect storm of like there were some lapses in like security, and then there was this like school shooter type kid who like happened to like find himself in range.
So apparently, Blackstone shorted Donald Trump's company right before the assassination attempt, and that kid who made the assassination attempt was like in a Blackstone commercial. Yeah, and then they removed the commercial instantly after the attempt, before it was even revealed who it was.
Interesting. I don't think that's enough for me.
It's not enough for me either, but it's enough to make me go, huh?
I mean, they own the building.
Can we question this?
But it's like a huge corporation.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I don't think it was that, but I think
I don't think it was that at all. I think it was just a kid, and I'm sure that town is a small enough town to where that corporation is like everything is tied to that corporation in that town. Probably
that could be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a random occurrences of coincidences. It's also shorting Donald Trump's company isn't a crazy thing, whether he's alive or dead.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just the most American. It's just another American shooting, and it's probably the craziest one that I've ever seen.
It's a wild one.
It would have been crazy to see his brains blown out.
Would you have liked that?
I don't think so. But I keep imagining it.
But maybe you would have.
Well, for like days after, I just kept like playing it in my mind of just like,
Have you seen the video of JFK getting assassinated? Getting his brains blown out?
No.
It's out there.
Pull it up.
There's people that have because it's from the 70s or whatever it was.
It was on
And-
live TV too, right?
I don't know. I don't remember, but there's people that have taken the footage and kind of updated whatever it's called, where they make it look like new footage.
Oh God,
And it's pretty
it's gnarly.
graphic. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Like all his guts get all over his wife and stuff.
Oh,
Or
gnarly.
not guts, whatever the inside of your brain's called. His brains.
Yeah.
Do you have anything in your life, any issues or anything going on that you want to talk about that I could help you with?
We usually talk. I feel like we should talk women. So I declined to go meet my girlfriend's family.
Interesting. Recently, she said, "Hey, I want you to meet my family," and you said, "Hey, I'm not ready for that."
I don't know if I said, "Hey, I'm not ready for it." I was just like, I don't want to go on the trip, kind of, and I was just kind of putting it off.
Where
And
was the trip to?
Miami? She's from Miami. Her family lives there.
And why was it making you anxious?
I
Why
just,
did you
like,
not want to do that?
I think
because you
I-
guys have been dating what?
I
a
had
year?
like a lot of like travel plans for the summer, and I kind of like wanted to not do too much traveling. I don't love traveling.
Did this cause a fight or some?
She was bummed.
Yeah. So
She was bummed for sure. But now I think she's kind of happy that she doesn't have to get like a dog sitter.
Okay.
So it kind of worked out.
Do you think her family is going to be like, "Why isn't Orion here?"
I'm worried that they'll judge me. What do you think? Also,
don't know. I don't know
what
her or
sucks
them.
is that she told them I was coming for.
Oh yeah.
So
that
then
is.
like there's like a letdown element.
I just wonder more. Is it truly that you were just, I have too much travel, or did you just not feel ready for this stage of the
I don't
relationship?
know.
It sounds like it's more. It had to have been more. You just don't feel ready, and that's okay. How long you been dating? A year?
A year and some change.
Maybe it just made you too anxious to think about going and trying to impress her family.
Maybe a little bit for a week too.
It's kind of like you calling your mom and coming out of the closet. It's like these are things that most people are probably like, it's no big deal. I'll do it.
You should do
But-
things that scare you, though. I think.
Yeah.
Would you have done it?
I personally.
When did you meet your exes?
Personally, for me, meeting the parents is nothing in my head. Like
Yeah.
I'll do that after date. And I don't want to do it, but I'll do it after date 2 if she
Yeah,
wants
I
me
don't
to
think
do it.
I'd
I
be
don't care.
that stressed out about it either.
Yeah.
But
When it happens, it happens.
I said no, and it bummed her out.
I get it because she views that as you saying, "Hey, I'm not ready for this phase of our relationship."
Right,
That's how she
probably.
views it in her head.
Probably
I think you should, if my advice,
call her and say I'm gay.
that'd be fun. No, my advice is to change it up and go and get a dog sitter and go to Miami with her.
Really? I
Yeah.
was thinking if I surprised her,
Yeah,
that'd be fire.
I think you should. Yeah,
Okay, I'll take it
make it
into
happen. You love her and you want to be with her. I know that about you, so
I'll
make it
take
happen.
into consideration.
Yeah, she'd be like, just say, "Hey, I'm really sorry. This is a important thing. It made me nervous, but I love you and I do want to meet your family,
Okay.
and I'm going." It's that simple.
But surprising would be hard because I'd have to get in contact with her mom. And
Then
like,
don't surprise her.
figure
Just say, "Hey, I've been thinking about it, and I love you, and it just made me, the whole idea of meeting your family made me really nervous because of how much I care about you, but I'm coming,
And I got a dog sitter.
and I got a dog sitter.
That's sick.
I think that'd be sick. I
Okay.
think you should do that.
What
question.
Do you dog sit?
You don't want me as a dog sitter. Yeah, that'd be bad that would make the good gesture of you doing all that. She'd come back. Dog might be here, might not.
Can you imagine killing a dog that you're dog sitting?
Be wild.
I was on vacation with my ex-girlfriend and her dog was with her mom and her mom killed the dog.
What'd she do to kill it?
Just walking it off leash and then ran into the road and got hit by a car.
Oh, God.
Yeah, brutal.
So it sounds like the dog. It's more the dog's fault, but still. That's, I wonder if I should text Cyrus and apologize.
Let's do it.
He's for sure heard about it.
Let's text him because
Should I just say, "Hey, I just want to formally apologize"?
the risk is if he hasn't heard about it, then you're bringing up something. I don't know. I don't think he's heard about it.
You don't
man.
think?
And
All
he
right.
this is a newborn baby. He doesn't give a shit.
Well, yeah, and also my apology won't, if he has heard about it, my apology won't make him go. It's like he either will book me again or won't.
Yeah.
And my apology won't
I
affect
see.
that.
I see.
Yeah.
I think he'll get booked again.
Yeah. Either way, he's cool. I like him.
I love him.
I understand
Shout out
if I
Cyrus.
don't get booked again. I
Cyrus,
also used to be rep by Levity.
you did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we were talking about that the other night.
Dropped. I guess they made the right call.
Dude, after some of the shit you've been saying on this podcast,
Oh, this is nothing.
I get
I've
you
said
out.
way
I
worse shit
know,
than
dude.
this.
I was expecting it.
But I think if someone's listening to this, if they got mad at what I said earlier, they're not listening by this point.
Right.
But
who is listening? Do we have advice? Do we have an advice email?
Yeah, I have some advice emails. But if someone's listening to everything I said and you really close your eyes and just go over what I said in your head, I'm right. It's logical.
But you know you're a
There's
controversial
not even an opinion.
You know you're a controversial figure, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people disagree with shit you say.
Name one thing people disagree with. Name one thing.
I don't have concrete stuff, but I know you're controversial. But you're my friend. And
I'm controversial,
stand by you.
but
I stand by you. Even though you know multiple times you've mispronounced my name, and I actually would
it was one time.
Can you pronounce it now, just so that we know?
Orion.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was one time.
I think it was a couple times.
It was just the once.
A couple times.
Why do people enjoy kissing on the mouth? It looks disgusting. I'm 27 and my partner and I don't kiss on the mouth because it's super gross and we don't see the point in it. It doesn't look enjoyable. Why do it?
Can we call them?
No.
They didn't leave a phone number?
None of these have phone numbers.
It doesn't say how long they've been with their partner? They just emailed you?
That was an email, yeah.
I find that the longer I'm with somebody, they kind of like less that there's like making out and stuff.
Yeah, agreed.
But like I love a good peck, you know.
I love a good makeout.
I love a good makeout too.
I think that what this person's saying is fine. If making out is gross to you, then and also to your partner, it sounds like you guys have found the perfect match for each other. But who cares if other people do it?
Yeah.
I like making out. You don't. You've somehow found a guy that also doesn't or claims to not.
He is kind of making it a general thing of like, why do people think it's okay?
Right. Pretty wild that not only does this person think making out is gross, but found someone else who thinks that. Like, I've never met anyone who
do you go, how much tongue is involved when you're doing a make out?
The more the better.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you go all tongue?
Yeah. Let's tongue swap. Let's sword fight.
You like to go all tongue?
Yeah. I'll tongue fuck the girl's mouth. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to cut that out.
Whoa.
I have my sister blocked right now because she said I hated her. Should I unblock her or keep her blocked? What do I do? LOL.
Wait. This person has their sister blocked.
I have my sister blocked right now because she said I hated her. Should I unblock her or keep her blocked? What do I do? LOL.
I think unblock her. Always unblock.
If she says you hate her, so you blocked her, you're kind of proving her point that you hate her.
I go, yeah. And also the LOL is making me like this person less.
Yeah. It's not funny to your sister.
But I go... I'm serious about blocks. If I'm blocking somebody, there's they've earned it, you know? I don't do like a fickle, you're blocked, you're unblocked.
I only block when someone's harassing me or if it's an ex-girlfriend that would be really painful to see, for me to see her.
Yeah.
Those are only 2 times I block.
You block their Instagram and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So if it's an ex and I don't want to see
Can
what
I
she's
ask
up
if
to,
your ex is blocked right now?
She is, but she blocked me.
Oh.
So it happened the other way around.
Yeah, she beat you to it?
Yeah.
Damn.
But it was the same thing. It was painful for her to see me.
Yeah. I don't look at them on I don't go look at their Instagrams or anything
Neither
like that.
do I, but sometimes it just kind of pops up, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just, I'd rather get a clean break.
Yeah. I think unblock your sister.
Agreed.
Because, you know, what if there's an emergency or like she obviously proved her wrong that you don't hate her, you know?
On my break.
This is a new one?
Yeah. And I'm on my break and the guy next to me is watching videos on full volume on his phone. What do I do?
Okay. Wait. Oh man, there's so little context.
I kind of know everything.
I can only imagine that break's over by now. Or did this just come in?
But I think she's saying this guy keeps doing it.
It happens.
Like, let's say it happens again. What should she do?
You just throw your AirPods in, baby. I got AirPods recently. I'm AirPods all the way. No outside stimulation affects me anymore.
I think she has 3 options, in my opinion.
Can I guess what they are?
Yeah.
Okay. Ask that person to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Ignore it. Get up and walk away.
Yes.
Those are the 3.
And the AirPods basically ignore it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she'd be doing the whole office a favor if she said something to him.
Yeah.
I don't think she has to do that. I think it's totally reasonable if she wants to avoid the confrontation.
Yeah.
And ignore it or go somewhere else. But if she feels like she has that in her to do it, I don't think that's wrong. It's not his big break room. He should be more respectful to the people around him.
So we're picturing a break room now.
Yeah, it's like if we were just chilling here and you had your phone blasting.
It's horrible.
And I was like, hey, man, like I'm in here
It's
too,
horrible.
and I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable thing.
Yeah.
You could do it in a nice way too. Hey,
Can
I'm
you
so
turn it
sorry.
down?
Yeah, I'm actually
Yeah.
trying to just get some peace and quiet in
This
here.
person, similar to me, is a non-confrontational person. I don't like to confront.
Well, it's never too late to change.
Well, dude, I came here and confronted you about what you did at the Irvine Improv.
I openly talk about it. I literally was talking about it on stage.
You're an early Temu guy. Did you do Temu?
I have Temu, but not early. No, I was on it after the Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that was when it began.
Well,
But
that was his big marketing push.
Just one of my most, if I think about Ari, I think about you coming to the Comedy Store with a bunch of
Temu
fake
stuff.
Apple Watches. Just giving them away.
It was fun, fake Apple Watch. I gave it to someone. Hopefully,
Are you still on
I hope
Temu?
it lives on. I haven't ordered anything on Temu in a long while. I ordered a fake Dodgers uniform on there actually maybe a month ago.
And it takes a while to come, right?
It's here.
Oh, it's here.
But I haven't opened it.
Okay, cool.
Working on it.
All right, sorry to interrupt. Is there more
No, you're
advice?
good. Yeah, we got a lot more.
Oh shit! How do you get this?
People write them in.
You just tell them to email you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to get my advice, write it in.
Yeah,
The
right.
email's in
If
the
you want Ari's
description.
advice,
Yeah.
on
Or
what
our
you-
advice.
you send a picture of your tits. I'll let you
Yeah,
know.
nice tits. If you want me to say if your tits are nice or not. God, that bitch pisses me off. Olive. Fuck Olive. So my wife and I were invited to her friend's daughter's birthday party on Friday. She just turned 18.
My wife and I were invited to our friend's daughter's birthday party. She just turned 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I first saw her, I fell in love. She's
Wait, the 18-year-old?
Start over. So my wife and I were invited to her friend's daughter's birthday party on Friday. She just turned 18. When I first saw her, I fell in love. She's super tiny and has some good cake.
What?
How can I do it to get her in my bed without looking like a creep? I've never met her before, so it's not grooming. Before I hear you all, she's fully legal.
Wait. So you'd be cheating on your wife, though?
Sounds potential, unless they have an open thing, which it didn't disclose. It sounds like you potentially
God.
be cheating on his wife with the 18-year-old.
That's what I imagine your fans to want advice on.
Why?
Oh my God, dude. That's gnarly. I don't really love it. I don't love that one. I'm going to say don't.
Don't cheat on your wife.
Don't cheat on your wife.
It'll probably make you and your wife look bad and creepy, even if it's not grooming. I agree it's not grooming.
I got to assume this guy's late 30s, don't you?
He didn't say. I agree it's not grooming,
I mean, it's their friend's kid, so that
but
means
it's inappropriate
he's
still.
probably old enough to be this girl's dad.
Sounds like
Oh
potentially.
man, I don't love that one. Don't do it.
So you just say simply, your advice
Just
is simply
don't
don't do it.
I think the reason you're attracted to him and the fact that you're attracted to her and the fact that you use the word tiny kind of
Tiny and nice cake. Does that mean butt or like birthday cake?
it's got to be
Has some good cake.
both can be true.
Tiny and has some good
Yeah,
cake.
he just thinks she made the cake.
Yeah, is that birthday cake or is that her butt? I don't know what that means.
I think that this guy has a thing for like really young girls, and I think that
No, he
should
actually
address
clarified she's fully legal. He's not a creep and not grooming because they've never met.
that. Right, but she's still 18 and the
right.
thing that he likes about her is that she's tiny.
That's true. That's a good.
And like, if you ever have to but she's fully legal, like that's always.
It doesn't
creep
sound
shit.
like it's a good idea to pursue this because here's why. Number one, let's just say he's not cheating on. Let's say his wife's okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
You're still the friend. You're still this creepy guy hitting on
Your
your
friend's-
wife's friend's daughter,
Yeah.
and she might go for it, and maybe you could do it secretly behind everyone's back. Let's pretending like your wife's okay with it again, and then that's the best case scenario is that you're having this secret love affair with this young person.
It was basically a child.
But the more realistic scenario is your wife's not cool with it, your wife's friend's not cool with it, and probably the daughter is not going to be cool with it. I doubt she feels the same way about
also
you.
no 18-year-old sees
Yeah.
their parents' friends and like thinks that they're
They have to,
cool, you know?
Yeah, they have to be very damaged.
Yeah,
in
they
order
have to be
feel
damaged.
that way.
And if they're having a birthday party, I don't think they're that damaged.
So it sounds like a recipe for a nightmare.
Yeah, I would
and
say
it's not
I'm
worth
gonna
it.
say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. hey guys, I'm on birth control.
Okay, good
and
start.
still have heavy periods.
Okay.
But for the past months, I've been feeling off. I took a pregnancy test and it was negative. But fast forward 2 months later, I still get bloated and very gassy. Recently this month, I didn't get my period. What should I do? Because I don't have the money for an abortion. I know it sounds bad, but I'm a college student on a scholarship and I don't know who to talk to.
Wait, she is pregnant?
Sounds like she's pregnant. I'm scared if I am because I would have to tell my parents even though I'm 19 and don't have the money.
The birth control didn't work?
Yep. Birth control is only, 99% if you take it perfectly.
Whoa.
And if you missed a day, like, you never know.
Whoa. And
So she's 19. She's pregnant.
She can't afford an abortion.
She can't afford abortion.
What-
She's scared to tell her parents.
We don't know what state she's in. I think abortions are...
I think you can go to a hospital, go to Planned Parenthood. If your state doesn't have it, I think you can go to a hospital and they'll still do it for you.
Yeah.
You might have to pay it later. I don't think you need to tell your parents.
I think do it at all costs, even no matter how much it is. You can get on a payment plan. You can probably even convince them that you can't afford it.
Why do it at all costs, though? Like, part of me says...
If you want an abortion.
Yeah, if you want... If this is the decision you're making, I think you can get it done without telling your parents. Coat hangers, ask your boyfriend for the money.
Don't do coat hanger.
Yeah, shouldn't be the first option, for sure.
Don't put it on.
I actually wouldn't do it at all. Yeah. I would say ask your boyfriend for the money.
Yeah, he should pay at least half, right?
Go to the ER, see if they'll do it and charge you later.
Have you paid for an abortion before?
No.
Have you been involved in one?
Yes.
You didn't.
Pay? No, she didn't want my money. My real advice is don't get an abortion. God
Keep the kid.
wanted you to have a baby and you should have it. Abortion is murder. That's my actual advice. But it's not my choice. It's your choice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you really believe that?
I do. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think that women should have the choice, but I do think they're murdering a baby.
But you're still pro-choice.
I'm pro-choice.
Okay. Sure.
But for myself, I don't like to kill people.
Well, when
I like to let them live.
When your
Yeah.
person had an abortion, were you trying to convince him to keep it?
I said my piece once, and then I dropped it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good man.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get the abortion. If you want the abortion, get the abortion. We can figure it out. And if you can't figure it out, DM me and
You're going to pay for this girl's abortion?
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
What does that mean? What would you?
I'll get the funds.
From who?
I'll figure it out.
It's nice of him.
So
Okay.
DM me at
You might
Orion.
be getting DMs from other people pretending to have abortions.
It's true,
to
but
try
I'm
and get your money.
willing to. I'll because then I could cross reference. I'd be like, "What's your email?"
This one's a good one.
At Orion.Levine, DM me.
I cheated on my wife with a 19-year-old, and now she's pregnant.
There's a weird trend with your audience.
I cheated on my wife with a 19-year-old, and now she's pregnant. I don't know what to do. Before you ask why, I did it because she is super young, and I wanted her, and I wanted to be the second guy to get inside. We have had multiple meetups at the local hotel since the first time we got together. I chose lust, and now I'm paying for it. What do I do?
Dude, does that make you feel weird that like a lot of your audience is into like 18 and 19-year-old girls?
This very well could be the same guy as before. It sounds similar writing to me.
It doesn't come from the same email?
It's a different email. But
Oh, man.
I'm going to read this one more time, try and get it out cleaner.
Okay.
I cheated on my wife with a 19-year-old, and now she's pregnant. I don't know what to do. Before you ask why, I did it because she's super young, and I wanted to be her second guy to get inside. We have had multiple meetups at the local hotel since the first time we got together. I chose lust, and now I'm paying for it. What do I do?
And she didn't say anything about an abortion, right?
He didn't say one way or the other. I mean, again, it's probably her choice, and
You fucked up, dude.
Yeah,
That sucks. That really
that's
sucks.
a shitty situation for everyone involved.
How?
That's shitty for you. It's shitty for the 19-year-old. It's shitty for your wife. That's shitty for everyone.
It's crazy to cheat on your wife and also like come inside that person that you're cheating on her with. You know what I mean?
Well, we don't know the details of that part.
But all
Obviously,
we know,
something got in there.
I guess. I don't know. Man, that sucks for that guy. And I'm sorry, but yeah, you did it to yourself. And DM me at Orion.Levine and we'll figure out this. We'll figure this out.
Again, I think this was God's plan for you, sir. And you're going to be a dad. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations on raising one of God's new soldiers.
God, I wish we knew like what state these people were in. And
I do as well.
Like what their ages are and like all this stuff, you know?
I do as well. Okay, here's a good one. How do you tell your partner they are putting on weight without sounding controlling and abusive?
Okay. I think you could easily do that without coming off as controlling or abusive. Controlling, you just can't tell them what to do with that weight.
Good point. Yeah.
Abusive, you just say it nicely. So be like, hey, I feel like it's got to come up naturally, like them talking about like weight or something, and you go, yeah, I've noticed that you do have more, you are protruding more than you usually are. That's what my girlfriend said to me. She said she called it a protrude.
Oh, she did. You've had this conversation, but about you.
I think I noticed it, that I was gaining some weight. You know, you gain weight in a relationship. And then she goes, yeah, I've noticed your protrusion has grown. So you could do it that way.
Yeah.
She knows, though, but I guarantee you that this...
I think don't even tell her. Just encourage her to go to the gym with you and hiking. Just say, hey, do you want to go hiking today?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Don't even say, hey, I think you're gaining weight.
But I don't even think I doubt this guy is that active.
Get active.
I think he just has a quick metabolism and he's judging his broad.
If I had a girl that I was in love with and she was getting a little thick for my taste, I would just say, hey, I'm going to the gym today.
Want to come?
Yeah, I want to come. Hey, I'm going hiking today. I'd love for you to come with me. It'd be a great activity, bonding.
I see.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would lead by example. I would only eat healthy in front of her. I wouldn't buy unhealthy things for the house.
Okay. So
if she notices and was like, hey, are you trying to do something? I'd be like, yeah, I just want to be healthy. I would love for you to join me in my health journey. It would make it so much easier for me.
You're like sneakily kind of like manipulating.
Yeah.
Which I think that's abusive.
Yeah, I'd manipulate.
Then that's abusive.
I don't think so. I don't think that's abusive. I think manipulation can be abusive, but in this case, it's not.
Oh, man.
I think there's a line.
Oh, right. We got another? You get this many each week?
No, I don't do an episode every week.
Okay.
This is months. Okay. What time is it?
Do we have more?
36? Yeah, we have time. Okay.
I didn't mean to rush through that.
No, I'm just making sure. I need some advice, y'all. My boyfriend barely seems to put in the bare minimum effort in our relationship. He never wants to go even 5 minutes out of his way for me and wants or needs. I'm in college and gave up my job back home and everything to move to be near him, and then couldn't find work, so I had to move away. The entire time I was there, I could barely afford food and stuff, but I sucked it up because I wanted to be near him. I could barely convince him to drive me to get food that I was going to pay for. I don't feel like he takes me seriously when I say I will leave him if he doesn't shape up. We've been together for 2.5 years officially and 4.5 unofficially, so this is really hard for me. He doesn't seem to accept that he's doing anything wrong. He hasn't even texted me in a week, even though I had to move away, so I'm not seeing him. What do I do? I freaking love this dude.
No,
I don't know what happened to the old version of him that I fell in love with. We were supposed to be getting engaged.
Okay, first of all, you were with this guy for over 2 years unofficially. This is a child, and he's not willing to put any effort in it sounds like, and he's also just fallen complacent and comfortable and like takes you for granted because he doesn't even believe you when you say you might leave him. So just leave him, and I guarantee you'll find a guy that will treat you so much better, and you'll be like, wow, I can't even believe I was with that fucking guy.
I agree, and you'll probably leave him, and he'll probably come crawling, begging back.
True, he'll pull an Ari.
Yeah, because you sound great. You sound like putting a lot of effort, and he's gonna miss you. But I agree with Orion. Leave him. Ditch this.
This sucks.
Fella.
He sucks. God, your fans are just, their lives are
the people with good lives aren't emailing it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. My girlfriend of 4 years gets paid to rate and judge pics of guys wrestling online. She's never cheated on me or anything. Should I let this bother me and get in my way? Or is only looking at other men's pics okay? Is it a form of cheating at all? Her claim is it's okay to look but not touch.
Yeah. Wait, so she gets paid to judge pictures?
Pics of guys wrestling.
Okay, I don't understand how that's. I don't get the economy there. Like, is there a market for that?
What job is this? Wrestling
sounds like
judge?
A sick job. You should be happy for her that she's got her dream job, and also, yeah, jealousy. I don't subscribe to jealousy really. I mean, I know it's a natural human emotion, but if you're with somebody, you should trust them enough to not get jealous and to believe that they're going to stick with you. And if they don't stick with you, then it wasn't the right person. So
yeah, I think judging wrestling on picks online is fine. If she starts messaging the wrestlers, that's not fine. I think that could be cheating.
Yeah.
But if her job is to judge their wrestling, I think that's athletic. That's cool.
yeah.
Sounds like a great. I would do that job.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with...
It's weird that she's judging wrestling pictures.
What about like that?
Not wrestling video. Hey y'all, I'm 16.
Okay.
I live in
another one of classic Ari fans.
Hey y'all, I'm 16 and I live in Coos County, Oregon.
Okay.
My home life is highly toxic, being called names, being hit sometimes, etc.
Whoa.
And I want to get emancipation.
Okay.
What are some tips that I should know and how can I go about doing this? I also want to probably get a GED too. So any tips on that and how to go about it would be highly appreciated. Thanks in advance.
I know a couple married guys who might be able to help you out. We can give her their email addresses.
You're a sick freak. You are
I think that, yeah, you sound like you're in a horrible state, a horrible issue. And I hope the best for you. I hope that you're getting hit. That's horrible. That's
you hope that you're getting hit?
No. I ended that sentence early, but you are getting hit. That's horrible. And I hope that you're able to get out of this. I can't say I'm knowledgeable on what to do in this situation. I don't know what it takes to get emancipated, but it sounds like you should get emancipated.
You should be getting, unfortunately, it's going to be a painful process. You should be getting evidence of the abuse.
Yeah.
So whether that's recordings of them calling you names obviously, or the damage from being physically abused.
And then go CPS, right?
Yeah, Child Protective Services. So it can be done.
Yeah.
And if you really want to do it, but it's a long, hard road. You're going to probably have to go to like a family. You're going to have to go like shuffle around the system.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go to families and you're going to.
I think she could probably get emancipated.
Poor.
16 is the age, right?
Yeah, you can get emancipated even younger than that. But.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. Sorry to that one.
Yeah.
Was that a woman? That was a woman, right?
He or she didn't say, so it could be a guy. I don't know. In my head, it was a woman too.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Yeah,
I think because
or
when
a girl,
when you hear someone getting hit, it should be a woman to you.
Like because I hit women. No, I barely do that.
Only
Olive. I would beat the fuck out of Olive.
I think follow up with Ari so you can forward it to me. I don't want any 16-year-olds DMing me. But I'd like to see that you get put in a good home.
Yeah, me too. I don't know, or maybe try family counseling. Maybe things can be fixed. I don't know. She knows. It sounds like she or he. But yeah, I would get evidence of the abuse because to get
that's a heavy one, dude.
Yeah, it's a tough one. So last one. So I need some help navigating a situation at our home. My husband and I have been at odds about my adult children at home, and it causes some stress on our relationship. I have a 24 and 21-year-old at home who pays $300 a month for the room and board. Both have decent paying jobs. His son rents our granny suite for $600 a month and pays for his own food. We cover the heat and hydro. We have a teenage daughter who has her own room and a 6-year-old boy. And geez, how many bedrooms and people are in your house? 6-year-old boy and 7-year-old girl who share a room. He seems to think that the older ones need to move out and face the world. His argument is the sheer cost of paying for the adults, and he believes that the younger kids need their own space. I don't know what is fair and what is not. Any advice? Is he being too unrealistic?
I mean, it's hard to get your own spot this day and age.
I'm on the dad's side. If they're 21 and 24, it's
pretty
time,
old, yeah.
time to leave the nest egg.
I guess, yeah.
If you have a 6 and 7-year-old that are sharing a room, they should have their own rooms. These 24 and 21-year-old people, there's too many people in your house. It sounds toxic.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. They didn't say where they're from, right? In California, it's not so easy to move out.
Then go somewhere cheaper. Then move to Austin,
wow.
like the kids are doing these days.
Yeah.
Move to wherever.
How come you didn't move to Austin?
I go there.
You do?
I visit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like California. I like the weather here.
Yeah.
I like New York a lot.
You do?
I'm kind of in between here and New York.
It looks good on you.
New York or here?
Here.
Thanks.
I'm glad you're here.
Thanks. I'm here for another 5 days.
Yeah.
And I'm going to Vietnam.
Really?
My younger brother. And then after Vietnam, I'm going to go to New York, and then I'll be back here. I'm moving from West Hollywood to Santa Monica.
It's incredible.
Yeah. A lot of good, exciting changes.
Vietnam that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to Vietnam. I got really sick there.
Was it good? Minus the sickness?
Yeah, I got dengue fever.
Sounds scary.
Yeah, it's like a mosquito bite illness, and
Jeez
you get
Louise.
really fucked up. Yeah, like achy bones.
Oh no! How long?
Horrible.
That sounds like it might ruin your whole trip.
It ruined most of the trip. Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that doesn't happen to me.
It's okay though. You'll be
Any
right.
tips on to avoid that? Just bug spray?
I guess just bug spray. I don't know. You're gonna have fun. Vietnam's the best. Best food, best people.
But you didn't have fun. But
for half the trip, I did.
Okay.
It was great.
Cool. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Anything you want to plug about yourself?
Follow me on Instagram at Orion.Levine, and please follow up on these advice things.
Specifically in regards to the abortion, 19-year-old?
Yeah, the abortion one.
Heard a message,
Yeah, message me. If you can't afford the abortion,
you'll make it happen.
I'll get that abortion for
Do
her.
they have to prove that they're pregnant, like show a pregnancy test with their name on it? I would advise that.
Yeah. And she has to prove that she sent that email. This isn't just an open call.
No? It has to be just the fan, the comedy fan.
I really do feel like most of your fans are pregnant or dealing with this in some.
It was two pregnancy emails.
But no, nothing to plug other than my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I post fun shit there. And, come and see me and Ari at the Comedy Store where we'll usually be hanging out on the patio.
Yeah, and I'll be complimenting your tits.
Yeah.
See you guys. Bye.
Hell yeah.
You're listening to
Unlicensed Therapy with Ari Mannis.